Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to our new subscribers, it's lovely to have you with us, and welcome to our long-term subscribers, it's lovely to have you too. So today we're going to crack straight on with our series from PAPERCRAFT Society Box 63, which was designed by the fabulous Lou Collins over there at Craft Stash. And today what we're going to do, we're going to concentrate mainly on a few of the dies, and because on this channel we're in the middle of a Christmas theme, if you like, I'm going to show you how we can use it with a couple of the papers from the box and some papers from our own stash, and we're going to turn this into a Christmas project. Although it's not particularly a Christmas box, I'm going to show you how we can very easily, using things you've got in your own stash at home, how we can turn this into a fabulous Christmas project. So let's get on with it. So I'm going to put the box to one side. Now the first thing you need to do is you need to cut your shape. Now we're going to make a camera shaped card, and we are going to use this die obviously for the main card. Now we're going to make a card that folds out like that. So what you need to do, if you're die cutting it, what you need to do when you put your die on your plate, have the edge, this shorter edge, slightly over the edge of the fold your card first. This is it'll just about go onto an A4. So if you fold it so that it's exactly right, if you fold it so that you've got it corner to corner, give it a good sharp crease to begin with. And if you just pop your edge just so that it's over, a little bit over like that, so that the fold line doesn't cut. If you put it right on, you'll just cut the thing in half and then you'll have to make a hinge, which you can do if you want to. But it's a lot easier just to have it over the edge like that. Then put your plate, your cutting plate on, run it through your machine, and then you're ready to go. But if you haven't got a die cutting machine, or you don't want to die cut it like that, what you can do, make sure the cutting plate edge stays down, face down, so that it lines up with everything else you're going to do. What you can do, because it's just about the width of an A4, what you can do is lay it down like that, take a pencil, draw around it and cut it out freehand. You can do it that way if you want to. I'll give you a clue. I'll let you into a little secret actually. It's not a clue. That's how I did it. I just put it along there and cut it round. I drew around it and cut it out. Because I've only got a mini die cutting machine and this won't go through a mini. But it's an easy enough shape. So we can do it that way. And if you haven't got this set, or if you're not a member of PAPERCRAFT Society, what you can do, it's a 6x4 card. And all you need to do is draw a little bit at the top, like a half hexagon at the top. So it's ever so easy. So that's what we did. So I'm going to pop that back on there, she says, hopefully. So I'll take the card to one side and, whoops, there goes my glue. When you've done that, you will have a card shape that looks like that. So it will open like that. Because we've kept the edge over our card, we'll have a card like that. So we've got the start of a camera, but it's going to look a lot more festive than that by the time we're finished. Now, because this is going to be a Christmas project, what I've done is I've delved into my stash, my ever-shrinking Christmas stash, I have to say. I'm going to have to get some more before... Oh, well, actually, we might just get away with it, because I've got wrapping paper. You can use wrapping paper for backing papers. That's how I started. So anyway, I'm not going to use wrapping paper today. What I am going to do, I'm going to use a piece of patterned paper out of my stash. Now it's brilliant both sides, but I prefer that side. I like the poinsettias. I'm going to use my glue. I'm going to use my glue stick for this, just to stick it down. I have, for regular viewers, I have got my red runner tape. It'll come in, it'll feature somewhere. So if you're looking out for the red runner tape, it's there, but just not yet. So that, well, I've already cut this to size, 6x4. I haven't cut the top part because you won't see it by the time we're finished. So I've cut that down and that will sit there, and already it's looking rather festive. Now, I cut this larger top piece to the camera. It's still stuck on the acetate that it came in, so it's very new. So I've cut that from a piece of the green card that came in our box. We had some wonderful coloured card, and the green one was one of them. So I'm going to leave that there actually. And I am going to use my red runner tape for this, so And so it goes that way round. So we need to turn it over. So make sure you put your glue or your adhesive on the correct side. Do you know what? I'm going to put that on there rather than try and put it on there. So I'm going to put my adhesive, on the card. And we're going to build it up this way. So then nearly put that the wrong way round. Having told you to make sure you put it the right way round, I nearly put it the wrong way round. So we're just going to line that up and stick that down. So we've got a nice top piece to our camera. I've also used the inner part, this shape, and from my own stash I've got some red card which I've cut out, and we're going to layer that over there. And this time I am going to put, again, I'm going to use red runner tape, but this time I'm going to put it on the actual card, just to show two different ways of doing it. Now I think this one's rapidly running out, but that's all right, we'll manage. And that is slightly smaller, so it mats and layers quite nicely with a nice little border. Now, before we go any further, what I have done, I wanted a sentiment, but I didn't want it to be too messy, for want of a better word. So I found some washi tape, which by sheer coincidence is the same width as that bit there. And because washi tape tends to be low tack, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run some glue stick. You could put tape if you wanted to, but glue stick will do, because washi tape, as you probably know, is very thin. And it's lovely washi tape, and it's got reindeers and it's got poinsettias, but it's got Merry Christmas on it as well. It's got various forms of sentiment on it as well. So I'm just going to work out where I want it. About there I'll do, I think. Doesn't have to be exact. So I'm going to lay that over there like that. That is pretty near perfect. Not exactly, but it doesn't have to be. So we've still got our Christmas, our Merry Christmas. So now we've got our sentiment all sorted out. Now, because it's a camera, I've cut out, I'll bring the plate in. This little bit there for the flash. And I've cut that in silver mirror card. And I'm just going to pop that up there with a piece of with some adhesive. Again, you can use glue, you can use whatever you like. But if you're a regular to this channel, you'll know that I love my red runner tape. So let's see if we can get that in a bit better place. If we can't, we'll live with it. No, we can't, so we'll live with it. Might be able to, I wonder if I can lift that. So if you take one corner and pull it slow and keep it low, even if you've put it down, you can just about get away with that. So we're going to do that and try again. That's a bit better. So yeah, there's our flash. That's a little bit better. It's a bit creased now, but never mind. That'll be all right by the time it's settled down. So there we go. There is our flash. Now all we need to do is we need to make our zoom lens, which we've got. And now I've used several of this beautiful set of nesting dies to do that. Now let me see if I can get this all in. So for the first one, I've made them in frames. I've used the second one in and the fourth one in. So I haven't used the big one. I've used the second one and the fourth one in to make that one. And if we've got enough, let me bring that back. Hopefully we've got enough on here just to run that round there. Oh, I think we'll get away with it. Excellent, yeah, we will. And I've cut that in gold mirror card because it's a Christmas theme or a Christmas card. I wanted it to be fairly bright. So before I stick it too heavily, yeah, I think that's about right. So then I'll press that down. And then I've got 3 layers altogether. All of them are in gold. And for the middle one, I took the 3rd one in and the 5th one in. And I've got foam pads on the back of that, which I cut in half lengthways. And we're just going to layer that on there like that. And I've got one more piece, and for that I used the 4th one in and the smallest one. And again, it's got foam pads on the back. And we're just going to lay that down like that. And there we go. We have a beautiful card in the shape of a camera. So any photographer or anyone whose hobby is photography, anyone who likes photography, especially the older style cameras, this would be a great project. So I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I do hope if you are a member of Papercraft Society and you've got this kit, if you haven't got yours yet, it'll be with you shortly. So it's a brilliant one. And in the comments I've added a link to Papercraft Society. I usually do it in the description, I know, but I forgot. So what I did while I was watching it back, I just dropped the website link in the comments just to make life a bit easier. So there you go. If you want to go, just look in, it's the first comment that I pinned at the top of the comment section. So there you go. There is our Christmas I think we'll call it a Christmas camera card. I didn't know what I was going to call it until just a minute ago. So we'll call project number 1 our Christmas camera card. When you come back on Wednesday, we're going to be concentrating more on the papers. We're going to make another Christmas card, and we're going to use some of the dies, but something completely different. So we'll concentrate on the papers, the dies. We might use the embossing folder as well. So we're going to make something just a little bit different. So we're going to use the circular dies, the nesting circle dies, but in a slightly different way to create something different. So pop back on Wednesday and find out what on earth I'm talking about and what we're going to get up to next. And I'll see you Wednesday. And in the meantime, have a good week. Take care, everybody. Have fun. And as always, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.